Mob James.
Yeah.
Did you see Mob James around Death Row?
I did lightly. I could probably count on my hands how many times I've seen him around.
Any stories about him being around Death
None.
Row?
Nothing. I don't know anything too much about Mob James, no more than that he was Bunch Rial's brother. And if he was around before I came around and something happened before, with him not being around, I can't say I didn't see him at parties and stuff like that. But as far as like Suge guys that he hung around and that was around all the time, that's not one that come to my mind off top.
Is it true that artists and people around Death Row were scared of Mob James?
Huh? I heard that man said, no disrespect, but like, who? Nah, I've never heard no shit like that. When I heard that interview, like maybe they got something, because I'm not from LA, so maybe scared of his brother. Because Bunchy was a dog. Bunchy was a hog. Bunchy was real, man. Bunchy was real respected. So, how they respected Mob James in the hood, I don't know anything about Compton to say, in that relationship. But to say that, I heard them say that they heard Mob James would come to the studio and everybody packed up and left. I think they got that mixed up.
Buntry, and an incident that happened with Buntry. Tell me about that.
I'm not quite sure, man. I was back, Suge was locked up, and I was back here in Chicago. And I seen Buntry here promoting Death Row stuff. And we talked a little bit while he was in town. But I never really talked to him. I don't know what happened after that. I kind of heard some things of how it went down. But such a sad thing, because Buntry was a good dude. And I believe that if Buntry was alive, Suge wouldn't be in the position that he's at.
So you and Suge Knight, man, what was the beef between you and him?
The beef between Suge and I, Suge was my guardian. Suge was my guardian. You have to, in order to stay in LA and to be in the music business, you have to either have a parent or a guardian. And my parents always been in my life. To set the record straight, my dad had always been in my life, and my mother. My mom was just ill. She couldn't relocate to California, and my daddy was too old. He wasn't even looking to try to relocate for me to do no music shit, is what he said. And so they caught me smoking weed in LA, and I went to made me go to the hospital, and the social workers came in there, and they were about to arrest me, or take me to child services. And after that, when Suge and I talked, that's when he immediately, he said he talked to my mom and he wanted to make sure that I was going to make sure I was okay. He told her she was going to make sure I was okay. And he thought that I should be your guardian since your ass under me all the time anyway. So he became my guardian. And when Suge got locked up, he left me with the chain. But after a while, I totally got disconnected from him. They told me he couldn't have visitors. He was in a hole. You can't have visitors. I was away from him about 6-7 months. And then finally, when I got to him, it just wasn't the same, so to say. And I guess he probably had like a bitterness towards me from not writing and seeing him. A lot of rumors was going back to him that I said fuck Death Row and fuck him. That Michel'le and Reggie Wright had been spreading things that I said negative things about him. And when I was in his corner, as Stormy said, I wasn't in court. I was in all the court. Whenever he went to court, I went. I was one of the artists that stayed there and never spoke bad about him. And I defended him when I knew I shouldn't have, because I was blind and didn't see that, his manipulation or his taking advantage of people. And after a while, after seeing his game, I don't think he understood in total what he was doing to people, because it's a dude that you just taken out of the hood that, for the love of music, got the right team of guys, right producers and right artists together and made something really big and fucked around and got $100, $200, $300 million. Nobody trained him how to have that. Nobody trained him how to keep hundreds of millions or how the correct investments. So yeah, you spend it frivolously and you start doing things and start acting ways that you shouldn't act. But he left me kind of stranded. You know what I mean? It's times I went from eating to being hungry, being on interviews and being on TVs and and videos to still being in those and still being hungry. And I would write him pages at a time. On top of writing them, trying to get off of the label, he would never let me off of the label. And I had to file bankruptcy to get off of the label. So it was a lot of hurt. And my problem when you hear me speak ill on him, because first off, I appreciate the opportunity he gave me. But now that I'm grown and I understand the way that this music thing go, was something that you heard me sing or I wrote. I didn't know I was supposed to be paid a lifetime for that. So when you hungry for some years and you're struggling and somebody owe you some money after telling you that they care for you so much, you would have a problem with them. So that was a big problem for me. I'm like a son. This is how you do a son. When I get on the phone with you, you like my son, I love you, and you know what to do. And I get off the phone with you and I'm trying to get a place to stay, and I'm couch surfing now, and I suffered a lot. I went through a lot. Yeah, I'm a kid. You know, I don't know if everybody remember I was a kid at this time when this shit is happening. I'm not a grown person. I'm not a grown man. I'm walking around acting grown, but you're taking advantage and stealing from a kid. And most of these artists that he had was kids. And he did things to make it end up right for him. And in the end, look where it left everybody. Only person successful out of this whole thing, or they got a concrete, solid career, is Dr. Dre and Snoop. Everybody else is struggling to get there, or struggled to get there, or died on the way trying to get there, or died trying to get out of what they were trapped in, are sick right now. And now he's in jail, 25, 28 years.
Michel'le, what's the beef between you and Michel'le?
As I said before, everything that she was doing, it was the devil. Actually, another person, nights that we didn't share together and went on trips together, and we never had any problem. But when Suge went to jail, the problem everybody wanted to be in charge. And I feel like I was outcast because I had an opportunity to be in charge. I guess they were scared he probably would have turned something over to me. I had Danny Boy running stuff because that's what he always told him. I'm gonna get this to Danny Boy and he gonna do. And they made sure that he didn't like me like that no more. Michel'le handpicked everybody to pick on. Everybody. Every story you listen to. And then she got in interviews and played like she was just this victim. So I'm over her. I try not to talk bad about her no more, because imagine what she feel like now. You got one baby mama that didn't end up with nothing but an eyelash kit and a fake junior. And then you got this other baby mama that fucked two of the richest dudes in America. Blackest. Two of the most richest men in America. Dr. Dre and Suge Knight. That's damn near $1 billion in one room. Almost $2 billion at a time. And look what she doing. So when somebody talk bad about me, hell, I don't feel bad. I still can sing. God has left me with the gift. I don't look as old as most of y'all look. I'm still fresh. I still have the energy. And this time around, I'm living the truth of my life. I'm living in my truth. And to be able to live through this story of death row and be around such great influences, such as the artists that I have, and to go through everything and still have my right mind. The only thing that unlocked that is for me was for me to live and who I am. And that's it. And I got a lot of flack from it. Me coming out, oh, you gay and you was on death row. And yeah, I got a lot of jokes. But I wasn't outed, so I'm not gonna out anybody. But don't talk about me and you raising sons. Don't talk about me and you got a baby daddy. Because he might be gay too. Not insinuating anything, because I know how y'all do shit. Y'all gonna be like, oh, Danny said he was. Suge was like a father to me. That's it. And as I said before, not my type. So calm down, Stormy. Don't want your man. Don't want him.